Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Actually, I prepared a Norwegian phrase for you. Hvordan har du det?
Wow, very good. And what about the Greek?
Yasu kalimera?
Kalimera.
Tikanis, right? Tikanis.
Tikanis.
That was tikanis. So, the moment we actually revealed that we were gonna interview you, people went mad. Like you have a really huge fan support behind you, and I'm so pleased to have you here today, ladies and gentlemen. This is Amanda Tenfjord from Greece/Norway, but representing Greece this year at Eurovision. Um, so this interview, I'm really curious about it because you haven't been to any pre-parties and you are keeping your journey quiet about your Eurovision journey quiet, although you're kind of active on Twitter and interact with your fans. So I want to know how are your preparations going, the rehearsals, etc.
They're going well. I'm in Greece all the time and practicing with Focus, who is like the stage director. So we are, rehearsing and doing all the details over and over again. And I think it's gonna be good.
At this point, I know that artists keep their staging ideas as a secret, but um, could you give us some little tiny clues about how it's gonna look like?
No, I can't. Well, I want to, but they told me that I have to be quiet about it. So I can't. But I think it's gonna be something that's very me and very like something it feels natural and good for me. But more than that, I can't really say.
Okay, I understand that, of course. Just want to try my luck. So, there are some questions coming in already, and some of them I would like to ask as well. So, and a question about the pre-parties. So, Michalina is wondering why you did not attend any pre-parties.
Yeah, it's a good question. I really wanted to, and I was very like jealous of everyone going and meeting each other. It looked very fun, but I think it's basically just because I'm studying as well, so I didn't really have the time. And also, we're doing all the rehearsals and stuff. So I guess it's just time hasn't been enough, unfortunately.
Yeah. And about your studies, of course, you're studying medicine, and that's really interesting. And at the same time, you're trying to pursue a musical career, which is crazy. I am personally like also a medical student, and I'm trying to run this blog. Yeah, exactly.
Which year?
I'm in third year.
Wow, amazing.
I know that you're in your last year. So you're like already a doctor actually, but
it depends. I have to make the last exam, but yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna succeed because like you're killing it with multitasking at the moment. I actually want to ask you, like I already read your let's say life story like on Wikipedia, and we have already also created a story about you on our page.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, the one with the written.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I read that you had to put your studies on hold because of your musical career in 2018, I guess. So I want to ask you, how did you feel back then? Because that's a tough decision, I guess. So how were you feeling? Were you unsure or?
Yeah, I think that was after the third year in the medical studies. I don't know. I think I just kind of needed, since I went directly from high school, to medical studies, I kind of felt that it would be nice to just have a year off and just do music. But I think I kind of always knew that I wanted to finish medical studies. So I would only had like a year, and then I went back to it because yeah. But it was fun. I did a lot of writing sessions in different places, like in London and Stockholm, and I did a lot of concerts, live concerts. So it was a fun year, definitely.
Yeah, but it's also a risky choice. But I mean, you are really successful, and obviously you're presenting Greece at Eurovision, which is a huge deal. And of course, you have a song like you represent Greece, and your song is called "Die Together." I want to know more about the selection process. You were selected internally, but of course, behind the scenes, there was a selection process. Many artists were rumored, and you were one of them. And in the end, you won, obviously. So, how was this process? Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, how was the process? Well, I just kind of got a phone from someone in Greece when was it? Last year sometime. And they were like, do you want to try to send a song to the Greek selection? Because we heard your music and we heard that you're half Greek. And I thought, okay, that was interesting. And since I've always been a very big Eurovision fan, I thought maybe that would be fun. And then I already kind of had written a lot of songs for my album that comes out later this year. And I just sent 3 demos that I already had written together with Björn. Yeah, and then from then I just think that this internal selection, I don't really know how it works. It's like a jury that picks out, and I know there was like other really good people in the selection, and they just chose me and my song. So yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned that 2 other demos are in your album, right? In the upcoming album. So can you release any details about the album, or is it in process right now?
Well, it's all the songs are kind of done. We're just working on the details with the production. And it's a very good album. I'm very proud, and me and Björn have like written all the songs together, I think, except one that I wrote myself. And it's it's coming out sometime September, October, and I think it's gonna be like more songs coming before that as well. Yeah.
And among all the 3 songs that you submitted to the selection, was Die Together your favorite, or did you have a favorite?
It was definitely my favorite, but it was also the one that I didn't think was gonna be chosen because it has these vocoder stars, and I thought like people are gonna think it's too artsy or whatever. And the other 2 I sent were like more poppy kind of. So yeah, I didn't expect it, but I was very happy that was the one that was chosen.
Great. So I want to know more about Die Together. In the song, I mean, it's obviously a really heartfelt and melancholic song from the lyrics. And the lyrics are as if you're in a conversation with someone. So I obviously want to know about the song. Where did the inspiration come from? And is it based on a personal story? And I read that you said somewhere that it's the best song you have written so far. Is this right? You said something like that, I guess.
That was a long question.
I know.
I was very distracted because I see Björn is in the chat. Hello, Björn.
So I asked, just to summarize, I asked, is it based on personal story? Because you're talking to someone in the song, in the lyrics.
It definitely is based or like inspired by a personal story. The whole album is kind of just about love from very good to very bad and all the stages in between. And Die Together is kind of the big love song that it is actually like a conversation. So I think it's nice that you said that, because it's like in the moment where you kind of realize that things are gonna end, and you're talking to the other person. But yeah, it's definitely personal, but I guess everyone has to just interpret it in their own way.
Great, perfect. So everyone is saying a lot of positive things about the song in the chat. I'm sorry I cannot read them out one by one, but I just want to say like that. So let's talk about the music video. You presented your song along with the music video, and it was shot on the Simi island of Greece. So what was it like to film that video there?
It was very fun. I've never been to Simi before, so it was a great experience, and the island was beautiful, and yeah, it was great, and the team was very good. I'm very stubborn, and I have my own ideas, and I want to do like what I have like strong ideas on how I want to do the music video. But the director was very, very open and was very nice and good to work with. It was Kostas Karidas. So I think we worked very well together, and I'm very happy with the result. And we just had a very good time in the island. It was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely breathtaking scenery. Like, it's a really beautiful place to be in. Yeah, I was like low-key jealous after I watched the video. So, so you are going to Eurovision with some plans, I guess, with targets, in your mind. What do you expect from the contest? Like, how do you want this contest to influence your musical career?
Well, I don't know. I guess I would like more people to hear my music in general, but I don't know. The most important is just to make Greece proud, I guess, and hopefully just do something we're all proud of and have a good time.
So was it a spontaneous decision to apply for the selection, or have you always planned to do Eurovision at some point?
I always like watched Eurovision, and been a big fan. But I never really had I never really pictured myself doing it because it's so big, and you don't really. I don't know. I did never think about it before I got the question or the call from Greece. But I'm very happy that I said yes, and the whole thing, it seems like such a big, it's like a big family, the Eurovision fans and everyone. So yeah.
That's true. And the thing about Eurovision is once you get in this bubble, you cannot leave it easily. So you are always like embraced by the fans. And yeah, it's just more, it's more than a 3-night show. It's like I don't know, it's something really big. You're really, you're right about that. And of course, I want to ask you ask about your favorite entries from Greece and Norway, since you are a good fan of the contest.
My favorite, previous songs.
Exactly.
Okay, from Greece, I will say Onyxy, which is like an older song, which is great.
Okay.
And my number one, of course, is like an all-time bop. And I really like oh my god, there's a lot of good ones. My Secret Combination is fun. And Alcohol is Free. That was very fun as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just a few of them. And then the Norwegian ones, Fairy Tale, of course. I was a bit in love with Alexander Rybak when I was a kid, so
yeah.
And also Ulrike's Attention That Never Went is one of my favorites. That's great. And yeah, now my brain stopped working, so I'll stop there because I can't.
That's fine. That's already a great selection of choice. So I read a hilarious comment actually. So Iona Balomatini is saying, "Hey Amanda, be cardiologist because your song is heartbreaking."
Oh, that's fun. I will see about that. But but
Do you
thanks.
actually have you actually already picked a road like a branch
No,
or
it's like after 6 years, then you kind of.
but do you have something in your mind
Oh, in my
specific?
mind. I actually like cardiology a lot, and I like general practitioner. In Norway, that's kind of a big thing, or like
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that would be interesting. I kind of like the thought of having just to know a little bit about everything and not like really specialize into one small thing. Yeah.
Nice. So
It's very fun to read all this comment. I've never done this live thing before.
so it's also an honor to have you as the first time here on Instagram.
My debut. But is it also on my Instagram? Because I see a lot of my.
Yeah.
I see.
Also, your
Hello, Amy.
followers see that you're live, so it's mutual. Like both
Ah.
our followers and your followers see it. So by the way, I have to say something. People on Twitter actually, you know, found it hilarious that you say that you don't understand what NFTs are, and you don't like really keep up with technology, etc. I just wanted to say that because you're low-key
Yeah.
an icon in this.
Yeah. I have a brother that is really into like Bitcoins and NFTs and stuff, and he's trying to every time we meet, it's like, Amanda, you have to learn about this because it's the future. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't like it. I don't understand. What is this picture of a monkey? That's an NFT, isn't it? Kind of. I don't. Why is it? I don't get it. And I don't. Yeah, it's not for me. But I think it's smart maybe to use some time. Maybe it's the future. Maybe you get rich, I guess. But I don't understand it. But if someone is very good at it and wants to like give me a crash course, I would love it.
Just reach out to Amanda via Instagram, y'all. So. So I have more questions by the way in store. We're not going to let you right now. So oh yeah, that's a good question actually. I also read that you were really into sports and actually like still probably. Do you still play football? That's
Yes,
a question from Maru Lucky.
I do. I played football since I was 5. And now I'm playing at like the medical students football team. So it's not
That's
like
cool.
super, yeah, it's very fun. It's not like super serious, but it's very fun. And our team is called Placebo. And yeah, I think it's great. Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. So, I'm gonna ask one of my questions. So you are half Greek, half Norwegian, and that obviously would like has impact on your personality. So I want to ask you, which parts of you are more Greek, and in which moments do you feel more Norwegian?
I think I get that question sometimes, and I think it's very hard because I get kind of stereotypic to think that something is very Greek and something is very Norwegian, if you know what I mean. But what I don't know, what is typical Norwegian? What is typical Greek?
I would say Mediterranean people are more relaxed and chill, whereas Nordic people are like more organized and systematic.
Yeah, that's true. When I've been a lot in Greece now, I kind of noticed that you are not that things are not like so organized. Here it's like, okay, you have an interview from then to then, and then you're gonna do this and this. And in Greece it's like, yeah, we'll see when it starts, and then everyone's late. And I think I like organization a bit more. Yeah, so maybe that's a bit Norwegian. Yeah, but something else I've noticed is that in Greece, everyone like talks to you much more. So like if you're in a cab in Greece, you like talk about everything with the taxi driver, and you're just like, people are a bit more open maybe. And I think that's nice to just chat with randoms. And that's not so usual here in Norway. Maybe. It's a difficult question.
Yeah. I guess we have to hurry up a little bit. So I'm gonna ask you the final question. I want to ask you, where do you see yourself in a couple of years, in 5 years, 10 years? Because you're finishing your studies in Norway, but you are right now famous in Greece. What are you gonna do with your career?
I don't know. Like, I can't plan the future, but I guess now let's just release the album and maybe go touring. I would love to play a concert in Europe in general, but especially in Greece. That would be lovely, because I haven't done that before. And other than that, I have no idea.
Okay, that's fair enough. Like, yeah. And I want to ask you, have you already listened to this year's song, any of this year's song? And if yes, do you have any faith?
Yeah, I have. I haven't heard all of them, but of the ones that I've heard, I really like Portugal. Saudade. That's like, it's wonderful. And she is so, I just like her. I've been listening to her for years, so I think it's amazing.
Okay. Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and then I really like Italy. I'm like a sucker for ballads, so that's a nice song. And I like Norway, of course. I think it's fun. And Cyprus. I like the ethnical vibe, the Greek ethnical vibe. I like Spain. She's a very good dancer. Oh my god. And Czechia. They're also a bit Norwegian. So yeah, I really like their song. Yeah.
And I also want to ask, you're really high in the odds. If I'm not wrong, 5th or 4th place at the moment. What do you think about your winning chances? Like, but you should, like, let's be honest. Are you feeling like pressure, or are you just gonna have fun and be chill? And yeah, what do you think about that?
I think I will try to be chill. I don't know. You can't, like, anything can happen, you know. I just think the most important thing is to just do something you're proud of and do my best. And also, like, it's very early to say something. Like, the odds haven't really seen, no one has seen me doing the song, like how it's gonna be eventually. So I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay, so final question. Have you met any other contestants already?
Yeah. I've met the 2 Norwegian guys from We Are Domi. They're very fun. I like them.
Yeah.
I also said hi to Sam Ryder when we did this live on tape thing. He was also very nice. And apart from that, I don't think so. But I'm looking very much forward to meeting them in Turin. And I've talked to them, like some of them online, and they all seem fantastic.
You did a live thing on Twitter with Rosalind, right? Yesterday or
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So we actually come to the end of our interview. Thank you so much, Amanda, for joining us in this really fun interview session. And I'm wishing you the best of luck in Turin. And the rehearsals are going to start in a week or like 10 days, etc. And yeah, best of luck, and I hope you kill it there.
Thank you.
Sure,
nice
win.
to meet you guys.
Excellent.
Bye bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.